Thanks for listening to Two Girls, One Plant.
We're your hosts, Madison
and Jillian, and this week we're back.
We're back, baby!
Virus couldn't hold us down.
No, COVID-19 ain't getting us down, although it did for a couple weeks.
God, it's sure fucking trying.
Oh my gosh. Hi, everybody.
We missed you.
I miss Jillian.
I know. I miss hashing out plants every week, getting to just relax and just relax for a little bit every week and talk to you.
Relax and create and brainstorm content, talk about different content. We always have so many ideas, and we had a curveball thrown at us, just like everybody.
Yep.
So we're
Really
back
everybody.
officially, and we might sound a little different. I'm currently in my house, and Jillian's in her house.
Yep. And I have all of the equipment, so
she has all the equipment.
2 mics for no reason now.
Yep. And I have my AirPods that I'm using for headphones and a microphone, so that's cool.
We're doing our best, you guys.
Yeah, and we're actually recording on Zoom right now. We can see each other on Zoom, which is nice. Mm-hmm. So it's cool that there's technology that exists for this. We tried to record a couple weeks ago, and it did not work for us, and we were like, no. Okay, we just need to take a couple weeks off, and because it was overwhelming with everything going on, and we were just because we were going to end the season anyway with one more episode, but we were like, you know what, fuck this. We're taking 2 weeks off,
2 or 3 hours putting it together, setting everything up, recording the actual episode, and then everything just disappeared as soon as we were done. Madison's whole half of the interview is just gone, and that was it. That was all we could take.
It's Jillian's way of her secretly just recording the podcast by herself, just erasing my bit.
I wish. I told Madison, I was like, it's mad boring without her. So, yeah.
Oh
but
goodness.
That brings me to a recap. How have you been in the past couple of weeks since the last time we recorded?
Oh my gosh. Well, so obviously COVID-19 is a real thing, right? Before COVID, you and I were doing our thing. I felt like we really hit our stride with the podcast. Mm-hmm. We really hit our stride in our personal lives and our professional lives. But as soon as COVID hit and became very escalated in our country, I work in an essential business. I work at a grocery store. And it was hard. It was definitely hard, and it's still hard. There are some days I go home and it's just, I just cry just out of pure, just being overwhelmed and exhausted mentally. It's not even physically demanding. It's just mentally demanding at this point.
Yeah. And emotionally, I'm sure.
Emotionally, yeah. Totally. But I will say that, plants have definitely been very helpful for me during this time. Spending, as you know, spending a lot of time on Instagram, a lot of time on Facebook, tending to plants. You and I were doing IG lives for a while, which was really fun. We got to meet a lot of you guys.
And see your plants, which was great.
Yeah, that was awesome. And I think we want to start doing that some more again. Especially with quarantine and self-isolating still in effect. So a lot of that, a lot of shopping online.
What plants have you gotten?
Oh, so many. So a couple different ones I've gotten from individual people, people selling stuff on Marketplace, and then Colorado Plant Pals Instagram posts. So I got a melanochrysum. I got a Monstera Stanleyana the other day from Brittany at Botanical Brittany on Instagram. She's awesome. And it was great because it was basically a putting the plant on the ground and picking it up. So it's a no contact tree, which is, it's weird, but it works and it keeps everybody safe. I got what are those? It's a ZZ Micro, so it's like called like a Micro plant.
Oh,
It's so
cute.
cute.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I blame you for this, but I'm really getting into cacti and euphorbias.
Oh, that's great.
I love them. I got a fairy castle cactus. I'm obsessed with it. It
Oh.
attacks me, but it's fine. I forgive it because it's so cute. I got my first like official orchid. I got a lady slipper orchid, which is very like traditional, weird
Ooh.
orchid. But it's my first one and it's still alive. I'm not putting
Damn.
tubes on it. I'm letting it like I put water in its little like saucer, and then I just have it like soak up, and that's like it's been fine.
Nice. Look at you moving right along with those 2020 plant plans.
I know. So that's like all I've really gotten. So I've been good because I'm moving at the end of the month, and I don't.
That's true.
And it's hard. It's like spring and fun, and you're bored, and you just want to spend money.
Yeah, no kidding. It's also like the time a lot of people start their outdoor gardens, even if they're starting to sow seeds indoors. So like, it's just the worst time to kind of halt all of your plants, you know?
Yeah. What about you? What have you gotten? I know you've gotten like some stuff.
I've gotten a couple of things. I got it's honestly more of a burgundy princess, but like a pink princess cutting that's stunning.
Ooh.
I also Yosa, which is
Ooh.
beautiful. I traded for some Adansonii. I'm very happy with it. And I got a few Hoyas. I traded some Hoya cuttings. So I got Crimson you know, a couple of more that I wouldn't even know the name of unless I looked it up. They're really cute though. I have them all soaking in some water now. And I have a Gloriosum on the way. So we'll see. Hopefully that'll get here soon. Fingers crossed. Because the weather is about to get really cold.
Yeah, it's about to like snow here, like spring snow on Sunday.
Yep.
Which that'll be fun.
So
good luck with
fun.
That. So what have you been up to? Because I know you've been really like hardcore quarantining, which is awesome. But also like a little bit stir crazy, I'm sure. But what have you been doing, and what's your story with COVID-19? What's your journey been like?
It's been a little crazy because Alex and I both work in the cannabis industry, which is considered essential in Colorado.
Yeah.
And because he's high risk, we decided to quarantine for 2 weeks, and he went back to work after that, and my job let me go. So I've been in quarantine like 3 weeks now. Okay. And honestly, I'm such an introvert. I'm not gonna lie, I don't hate it. I've really just been spending a lot of time with the dogs. All of the plants are like healthy and taken care of, which is really satisfying. The laundry's done, the dishes are done. I've been playing a ton of Animal Crossing. Like my little introverted heart is kind of at peace with all of this. So it's not I miss like hanging out with people. Like that's why I really still want like you to come over for the community garden, and Kat, my other friend, to come over, you know, as safely as possible to keep all three of us apart.
Totally.
But and you know, I'll be calling all of my family on Zoom on Sunday for my brother's birthday. Like I'm still trying to stay really connected to people.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to go back to work. I had an interview today, so we'll see how that goes. So, you know, as long as Alex isn't quarantined, I kind of understand that it's unrealistic for me to just stay home. Like he's exposed to other people. So there's just as much chance he might get it as I might if we're both being safe in an essential business.
Yeah.
With all kinds of new practices in place.
And the day that we're recording this is the 10th. And as of today, and a few days ago, they announced, you know, the CDC wants people, they suggest that you wear mask.
Yep.
Now, and they're suggesting people do like homemade or cloth fabric type masks, basically like non-surgical or non-medical masks. So they just started requiring people at work today to start wearing them where I work at, which I think is good.
Yeah, I had to wear one to my interview. It was really interesting. Never like showed up to a job interview with a mask on. It's like not the way you want to make your first impression, but here we are.
We had some people come in the other day who were looking, they had interviews and they were like, so we're not shaking hands, just so you know, and also thanks for wearing a mask to your interview. It was kind of funny, but like, oh my gosh, this is the world we're living in. It's so weird. It's just weird. All this is weird. It's weird. We're gonna wake up from this nightmare one day. It's so bizarre. It's so bizarre.
Yeah, it really is.
The whole thing.
And we're just trying to stay safe. Everybody's like kind of scared of this unseen threat. And it also makes people, which I understand, like people are really scared. So it makes people like really aggressive online and, you know, really aggressive over the phone. And
yeah, absolutely.
It's a lot. It's putting a lot of pressure on people.
And
everybody's really
scared, not even like, I think there are people who are scared of contracting or other family members getting sick, but also scared of losing your resources.
Yeah, your resources, just not being able to make your mortgage payment. Yeah, exactly.
Money, like, and you might not be scared of COVID, but you might be scared of not having toilet paper.
Like, yeah, no kidding. I haven't seen toilet paper in stores in like a month.
If you need some, I will give you some.
I think I actually have a trade worked out with Grace. It just like sounds so post-apocalyptic, but like she's like, you know, the best Monstera seller and TP provider in the county. I don't know. Yeah.
That's awesome.
So awesome. I have to meet with her and trade for some TP, which is a crazy thing to have to say. But it's like, gotta do what you gotta do. Everybody's trying to like I was just brainstorming as safely as she can, because, you know, a lot of people aren't working. Like their plants are what they do. Like that's their side hustle.
Absolutely. So, yeah. And I mean, that's crazy to like, you know, you and I both know people who have lost their jobs. And I think, and we'll use Grace as an example. Like, I think it's great that she, you know, has a side hustle, a business that she can now, you know, put maybe a little bit more focus on and really excel in that and make it a priority, because she also has to make it a priority right now. But there's so many options for people. Like Vegan Ban, they're a Denver food truck here. They are only doing delivery now. They're not doing walk-ups for the food truck. So all the delivery drivers are servers who lost their job.
That's awesome.
So they're only hiring servers for delivery driving, just to help with the service industry folks. So I think it's awesome. And each day they're able to expand their radius for delivery. So
yeah, it's pretty great. And like the cannabis industry is essential, like I said, so they're always hiring. Like I just had an interview today. Yeah. Alex just hired somebody new at his dispensary like a week or two ago. So there are definitely a few options out there. Yeah, of course. Every grocery store.
Yeah, like so there's definitely options out there, but
there some people who have been selling plants for like a few months, and like not just a few months. There are people who have been selling plants since way before this and have built up, you know, customer base already. So it's really like a great time for them to just run with that, you know? I don't know.
Definitely. And I think, you know, we want to like offer like not just things, basically like, well, things you can do during this time, like just offer suggestions. So like, you know, there are businesses like, you know, I love going to Nick's and Tagawa and all these places, Green Lady Gardens.
Yep.
Fruit. They are offering, you know, curbside pickup, which is really awesome. And, you know, these garden centers and nurseries and shops, they are considered essential businesses for agricultural reasons, which is great. However, I do think you still need to be respectful of any business you go to, just be respectful of the social distancing. But I still think it's pretty awesome. Curbside pickup is an option at a lot of places.
Yeah, they make it really easy. In fact,
Totally.
like Reroute is going to start shipping soon, which is amazing. A lot of places, especially for like outdoor material, will just put it in your trunk for you. So you don't even have to get out of your car or talk to anybody. You can call them and they'll like walk you through the store and tell you what's available. It's really nice. And like just to make a distinction, this is a little different from like going to a big box store like Home Depot or Lowe's and like walking around the plant section to see what they have and, you know, kind of picking up different plants and comparing them and putting them back. Like this is more about knowing what you want, calling ahead of time, placing your order, and trying to do it as safely as possible. You know, there's like there are different ways to shop safely during this time.
Totally. And I think with that too, like, is that a good idea? Yes. Is it always going to be a reality? No, but I think as a shopper in this day and age, you need to be, like Jillian said, a little bit smarter. So if you're just like out and you're like, oh, I want to go look at the plants, when you go, again, practice social distancing. Don't be like picking up and touching every single plant.
Just look, you know, and walk around and, you know, grab anything you want and walk out. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of like big box store employees saying that they're like really frustrated online by the amount of people that are kind of like dawdling around the store. It's like, we're all serious plant people. Like, we know what we want. Come on, just go for what you want and walk out.
You should be able to tell. No, I'm just kidding. But sometimes, again, curbside pickup's not always an option everywhere. Not all businesses offer that, which is a bummer. So just if you're gonna go, just be a smart shopper during this time.
See what you can do.
Yeah. And you know, there's people selling stuff online. We talked about Grace. Marketplace is a great option. IG, so many, you know, great options. Your local places, you know, support your local businesses. They're hurting right now. There was something about that stimulus package for the local businesses. I think it got passed down, right? It got voted down. I don't know.
I'm not sure, to be honest.
I'm not sure either. So forget about it. So I'm not well informed. I don't know. There's so much information coming out every day that it's like it changes every day. So it's like hard to keep up just as someone living in America. Right now.
It's a lot. And we've been like talking about this episode for a long time and there's like a lot of information we want to sift through. So it's just kind of a lot to go through. But you were talking about like ways to support different sellers, like, you know, Facebook, Instagram. I got my Gloriosa off a Purge group, so it's getting shipped to me. Nice. So there's no contact, which is really nice, you know?
Yeah.
So there are definitely ways to do it.
Absolutely. Other ideas too with like passing the time. You are starting a garden in your backyard, which is great. So yeah. Jillian is so kind and courteous, and she offered me a spot in her garden for me to grow stuff. And I'm really excited. We're gonna do it as safe as possible, you know, distancing. But that's some way for us to pass the time and but we were also, you know, planning this before COVID went into effect anyway. So I'm very excited about that. I was talking to Patrick the other day, and he was giving me like good layout ideas.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, so I was talking to him about that, and he was giving me a lot of really good information of like where to get certain things, seeds and starters and whatnot. So I was like really excited about that.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome. I'm like so excited to see what you girls do with it. Like I kind of know what plants we're putting out there, but I'm this is my first time doing such a big veggie garden. Like last year I did like a couple and that was it.
Yeah.
And it's not a lot of land, but it's like a decent amount, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm happy to have like a few people working on it. It'll be pretty safe. Don't worry. We've got gloves and they'll be separated and they're going to go through the backyard to come in and it's going to be like super duper safe. But it's really therapeutic to work outside and to get your hands dirty. There's so many earthworms out there and like roly-poly bugs and it's adorable. I love hanging out there and doing yard work. It's crazy, but I love it.
Yeah. No, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm excited about that. And, you know, I don't have a yard, so I'm grateful to like be, I guess, working in your yard for this year. Like, I'm super excited and grateful because I was trying to find a community garden and get a plot for the summer. And I was having like a hard time like finding a plot. So I'm excited that it's with somebody I know. So it's gonna be a fun project.
Yeah, I'm excited.
So we'll keep you guys updated.
Yeah, of course. We'll share pictures. Wish us luck. Hopefully we actually grow stuff that we can eat.
Yeah, I think it would be fun to have like a big like harvesty type dinner at the end of the season.
Yeah, that'd be lovely. Oh, I like that idea.
Yeah. We might have to pause for a second because I think I have somebody about to enter my door. So give me one moment.
Well, actually, I saw Alex pull up into the garage too.
See, this is real life, y'all. We got dogs barking in the background. We have partners coming home. Like, this is some real life shit. Because usually when we record, like I said, we record at Jillian's house.
And we like kick everybody out.
We kick everybody out. We put all the dogs away. We tell Alex to go sit in the room and be quiet.
He works on his art. We say it lovingly, you know.
Yes.
But yeah.
So, very different. I think it's okay though. I don't know what's happening. Anyway, side note. So if you hear like a lot of dogs or like our partners, like this is some real life shit, y'all. Anyway, so a couple other things to do. Repotting. This is a great time to start repotting and giving your plants that fertilizer, because obviously we're not fertilizing over winter. You guys can start fertilizing. It's really okay.
As soon as you start to see new growth.
Yeah, do it. I did it 2 weeks ago. Oh my God, my plants are just like growing like gangbusters, like every single one of them. They're growing huge, multiple leaves. They're greener than ever. Try to get an equal amount fertilizer too for your house plants because they prefer that. So like a 5-5-5 or a 10-10-10, something equal but heavily diluted. So they'll be happy.
Yeah, heavily diluted.
Yes. I took Ella, who we'll talk a little bit about more later, but I took Ella to Nick's a couple weeks ago and she got stuff to make a terrarium.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
And I know you made a terrarium.
I did. I made a little cactus terrarium.
Yes, that's so cute. So it's a great like little DIY fun project to do. And you got yours from Reroot, right?
Yeah, I got the whole kit from Roots. That comes with everything you need, which makes it really easy, especially if it's your first one.
Totally.
So yeah, definitely something I would recommend. She's got a few of them. She even has like a little tropicals one, which is really cute.
That's cute. And then like Green Lady Gardens, she was doing a paint and pot set.
Yeah, she still has those up on her site too.
Yeah, so which I think was a great idea.
Yeah, I saw some people come up with some beautiful pots too that they painted. They came out really nice.
So much fun. So much fun. And then like I've been hopping on people's IG lives. So if I see you on IG live, I'll hop on and say what up and request. Like that's super fun. I think it's just a good way to stay connected to people, like, and just be like showing your plants, showing what you got that's new, just again reconnecting, because like I don't know, we're all in this together, but like we're also like separated in this together, you know what I mean?
We're like physically isolated, you know, but we don't need to be like emotionally isolated. Like you should definitely still have your community to reach out to, and for us it's like our plant community, so it's still worth like posting on Instagram and reaching out to others. You know, staying active on like, you know, Facebook plant groups in a positive way, you know, that can be really healthy. So
how do you feel like the plant community, like, do you feel like there's been a shift in the community, like, at all, like, since all this happened? Like, I know, like, we kind of mentioned it a little earlier, but, like, do you feel like there's, like, a shift right now? I don't know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I said, I think a lot of people are really scared right now.
Yeah.
And everybody reacts to fear differently, you know?
Yeah.
There's fight or flight or, apathy, basically just giving up. So, you have a lot of people that have kind of given up and are like, screw it, I'm going to do whatever I want. It doesn't matter anyway. And you have a bunch of people that are angry to see others not respecting the rules or, not doing their best to keep others safe. And they're like lashing out online because of it, right. Including people that I know and love that are like lashing out because they don't know what else to do. They're at home, which and then you have a bunch of people that are just trying to avoid it all and staying offline or trying to find other ways to entertain themselves. So I understand where everybody's coming from. I think there's definitely a shift, but I think it's just because everybody's scared and it's not, I don't know, it's hard to be like, I just wish we were kind of more understanding and empathetic if we see somebody lashing out like that. And it's not worth engaging either. Like, I just tend to avoid conversations like that. Like, there are ways to still engage with the community in a really healthy way and stay on Facebook and still talk to people in the plant community without letting it add negativity to your day. Like, there's enough going on already,
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. Yeah. Definitely. Well, that's kind of like what we want to talk about as far as like with COVID-19. And we wanted to talk a little bit about a couple updates regarding things like Kickstarter. So I know we had a Kickstarter start, and it was the same day that like pretty much shit hit the fan with COVID-19. And we didn't feel like keeping it, like, it feel right about keeping it up, like asking people for donations when people were struggling financially. It just didn't feel right. Just kind of felt weird. Yeah, so we're definitely going to put it up later down the road, but it was just for help with buying new equipment so we could implement ideas that we had for the podcast for this season, because we do want to travel more, do more interviews, talk with more people, because while I love going to Jillian's house, I think it would be hella cool to go hike in the middle of the mountains and record a podcast, or go to Reroot Gardens and after a plant swap do a podcast recording. Like, we have so many ideas, and that equipment was really going to help with that. So we're going to put those things on pause because we are social distancing right now.
Yeah, and our equipment is enough for what we're doing. We're not going anywhere to record.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
A lot of our plans are kind of put on hold. I think the next kind of dated idea we had for going abroad is in September, and we don't really know how that's going to pan out yet. So we're just keeping our fingers crossed, and when it's the right time, we'll put the Kickstarter back up, and let you guys know.
Exactly. And if you can donate when that happens, like, that would be awesome. And if you can't, like, we just appreciate you listening. Like,
go find your local sellers. Buy a plant from them. Tell them you listen to a great plant podcast.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to give an update on that as far as Kickstarter, because I know some people saw it. So let's talk fave moments from last season. Let's kind of shift gears a little bit. Let's have a little fun, loosey-goosey, girl.
Yeah, let's get back to the podcast. Like, I miss it.
Yeah.
Season 1 was amazing. It was way more than I think either of us expected to achieve when we started out.
Oh, yeah. Like, I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah, honestly, neither of us had ever done anything like this before, so.
Yeah, I feel like we kind of killed it. Like, I'm sorry, you guys, I'm going to toot my own horn here, but, like, I feel like I hope it comes across that we work really hard in our episodes, but also try and keep it light and fun and educational and honest, because we're not experts. We never claim to be experts.
No, we're just two girls who really love talking about plants, you know?
That's really it. That's the name, girl. That is the name. So a lot of great bangers came out first season. So what was one of your favorite moments from the first season?
Okay, I'm gonna kind of cheat, but
yeah, that's okay.
My favorite moments in season 1 were our interviews with Paige and Jessica.
Yeah,
because awesome. I knew them both before that interview many times, and I've had many conversations with them both. But it was so cool to see them have such a vulnerable conversation with us about, you know, what is such a big success in their life and could equally have been such a big failure. And like, even after the podcast, they just stayed and talked to us. And it was really cool to get to in a more personal way. You know, I have such admiration for them, and I really enjoyed those conversations.
Yeah, so, totally.
Yeah, that was definitely a highlight. Like, I loved that. I felt like our podcast was successful because they were willing to be on it. You know what I mean? Like, they're legit people. Like Tyler Thrasher, like and Ella. They're like actual people that like made time for us to be on our podcast.
Yeah, I did. When I went into this, like with you, I was hopeful somebody would come and be on our podcast, but I did not think we would have those people on our podcast. Do you know what I mean? No. Like the first kind of season, like I figured people would just be like, oh, you have a podcast? How adorable. Like, I'll come. Like, no, people are like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna come on your podcast. Like,
that sounds dope. Like, let's make it happen.
Let's make it happen. I want to do this with like, and people, and all the people who were on were just like so supportive and kind, and totally amazing. Totally amazing.
What was your favorite part of season 1?
I really loved. I really loved having Tyler Thrasher on for a couple reasons. One, it was so last minute. I think so. Like, I'm friends with Ella, so Ella was another one of my favorite moments. Loved reading birth charts with her, but I know Ella, and I'm comfortable talking and interviewing her. So going in and not really knowing somebody super well and interviewing them, it really kind of like put you on the spot as an interviewer and how to carry on a conversation. And I think that is such a great skill to have. So it was cool to kind of like listen back to it. I cringe at some things I say, but like, you know, because I felt prepared, but there are some things I would totally like ask differently or ask, you know, other questions and lead up.
I mean, I think always if we went back and like nitpicked.
Absolutely.
Totally. But I think we've definitely like grown as interviewers. Like we got better with each one.
Yeah, know? And I think I look at that as like a big learning episode, and I'm really appreciative towards that. So I think that's like why I think it's one of my favorite interviews, because it was just somebody we didn't know as well, like personally. And have like talked to really before. So it was like, we were definitely put on the spot. And plus we were like fangirling the whole time.
Oh, completely. we literally went to a meet and greet for him. Yeah. And within a few days, he was like at my house, like recording with us. We had his mic set on like a bunch of board games. Like it's so crazy, you know?
Oh my God. So crazy. Yeah. You can go watch the, video interview on our on YouTube, and you can see his little box scan for his mic. It's so ghetto.
So bad.
So ghetto. Yeah. What is another favorite moment you've had? Any other ones?
Another favorite? I mean, a few. Like we had some really good times recording season 1. Let me think. Probably, honestly, like moving to recording here at the house and understanding how to actually put the podcast together from start to finish. feel like it gave me like a different sense of pride over it.
Yeah.
So probably like the first time we like you came over and we sat down and like hashed it out. We figured out how we were gonna do it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. I think my all-time favorite was talking about ZZ Raven Armageddon.
That was such a good episode.
I get so many people who come up and they're like, y'all bitches are crazy and I love it. And I'm like, thank you.
Yeah, the whole town was crazy. We just told you the story, okay?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, that was like, I think the highlight of the season for me.
Yeah, it was fun because we got to just rant about how ridiculous it was. It felt really good.
Yeah, I loved it. It was so fun. So fun. But yeah, those are my favorite moments. So,
and we've got lots of fun plans for season 2.
Yes, lots of fun plans. So stay tuned with that. We did make a game and I thought it'd be fun while, we talked about COVID and more serious stuff and we want to kind of like shift and still do something fun and planty, right? So I thought of this game and I thought it'd be fun because there's a lot of weird common names for plants. Weird shit.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like people like say like, what is it? Like a pilea is like a money plant, but also like there's other plants that are considered money plants, and then there's like a lipstick plant, like all these weird plant names, and we all know it, but like,
yep.
And then I hear like a common name, like, is that real? Is that what you really call it? So we thought it'd be a game where it's like, is that a real common name or not?
Yeah, let's find out. They're all kind of ridiculous.
Yes. They are ridiculous. So some of them are real and some of them are not real. Some are ones we've made up. So we're going to test each other and see if the other person can guess if they're real or not. So do you want to like just alternate? So you be like this one and I'll guess and then I'll give you mine. Okay, cool.
You can start.
Okay. And we might have similar ones too, because we did like look them up together, like on Google and had to do a Google search. So we might have the same ones, but we'll see. Tell me if you do though. I'm interested if you saw them or like, oh, that's a good one. Okay, my first one is butt nut.
Butt nut.
Butt nut.
Oh, I just want to talk to all my neighbors about my butt nuts. I just want to plant them everywhere.
Butt nut?
Oh, you should see the look Alex just gave me. I'm gonna say it's real just because I really want it to be.
Ding ding ding! You're a winner, Henrie. It's a butt nut, and I do have the Latin name for these. I don't know if you do, but it's a Lodicea maldifica. Do with that what you will. Anyway, that's
all
right.
I'm gonna have to look that one up. All right,
butt nut.
So my first one is a really easy one.
Okay.
So this one is a baseball plant related to this.
I'm gonna say real.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
It is absolutely real.
What?
You said you were getting into euphorbia earlier in the episode. That is the Euphorbia obesa, which is actually really popular. It's really cute. It looks like a baseball.
I'm gonna have to look that up. A lot of these I'm gonna have to look up. Okay, that's cool. Mm-hmm. Baseball plant?
Yeah.
All right, interesting. Okay, ready? Mm-hmm. India's hope.
Oh, that sounds cute. I think that's real. It's like an orchid or something. India's hope. What is it? Is it an orchid? I think it's real. No, it's real. Fake. Damn. Fake. That's a good one.
I tried to like think of something like foreign and then like cutesy. Is that like no, totally, because that's like markets. Like the market will find the cutesy name, and a lot of plants are just popular because of the cutesy name.
It's true. You should be a plant marketer. That was a good one.
Yeah, thank you. Okay.
Okay, so my next one is the Devil's Walking Stick.
I know there's some stuff with like devil's backbone.
There are Devil's Backbone. Riri held them for a while. Actually, a few places have sold them. I think the Airbury had them for a little bit too.
Devil's Walking Stick. That's hard.
You win again? Oh, he comes every Saturday.
Yes, that is real.
It is. It's actually an Aurelia. It's an Aurelia spinosa.
Aurelia spinosa. Ooh. Okay, Aurelia spinosa, Devil's Walking Stick. Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Ready? Cockhold herb. Cockhold herb. Or herb if you like.
I mean, it sounds like you're trying to, so it's not like cuckold, it's like cock old. Say it again. Can you spell it for me? Use it in a sentence.
I'm gonna hold your cock. Cockhold, as in holding.
Cockhold.
Yeah, cockhold. As in holding one's cock. Herb.
That one's fake.
No, it's real.
Oh my god, seriously?
It's a Biden's Canada.
All right. That's crazy. Cockhold herb. What is this herb used for? Is it like an actual herb?
It's for growing one's cock, maybe. I don't know.
Okay, that's a good guess. Solid. All right. So the next one is the Living Titan.
Living Titan? Not real.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes, dude, I'm killing it.
You really are.
Yes, queen. All right, I love it. That's a good one though. I do like that.
I tried. It's hard to come up with fake plants, as it turns out.
It is. Okay, ready? Nipple wart.
Oh, that is a real thing because I have it on my list because I was like, that's a fantastic name for a plant.
I knew you would have that one.
Nipple wart. What a great name for a plant. I mean, even if we both had it, it's worth saying. It's so good.
Totally. It's a Lapsana communis.
Really?
You with that? Yeah,
Dude,
Lapsana communis.
I shit you not. Kigelia africana.
What is that? Oh wait, is that a sausage tree?
Oh, it is. Oh, I fucked up. I have it down twice.
Yes, that's so funny. I saw that too. The sausage tree.
That.
I almost put that one too.
It looked. Everybody has to look up a picture of it. It looks unreal. It looks like somebody threw hot dogs up into a tree.
Literally, that's what it looks like. It was so funny. That is so funny.
Go ahead, give me another one.
Okay. The fat lady singing.
The fat lady singing. That's another one that sounds like it could be a ridiculous flower. Like the lion man's face. I'm going to say it's fake.
Good job. Not
yes.
Real.
Okay. Good. Whew, I had to have one, like, hello.
Good job.
All right. So the next one is flaming tits. You look like you're about to crack up. Yeah. Flaming tits.
Fake. Ah! Flaming tits. me right now. Okay.
If I could name a plant.
That's actually not a bad name. I like that name. That's a good one. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to look. Okay. Shaggy Soldier.
Oh, that sounds cute. Shaggy Soldier. Oh, is that your trick? Every time I think it sounds cute, it ends up being fake.
I don't know.
I can't think of anything that I've ever seen. I'm going to say fake just because it's cute, but I don't think that's a good enough reason. Is it fake?
No, it's real.
Oh, is it cute? What is it?
I don't know. I think it's like a type of bush, and it's a Galansoga quadridi. Oh God, this is a hard word. I'm gonna try real quick. Quadradida. Sure.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, hey, tell Alex I can hear him play Animal Crossing.
Alex, we can hear the song.
I'm not turning it down. You think I'm gonna miss a KK Slider concert?
Oh my God.
No, you can forget about
He
it.
beat the game, and KK Slider comes every Saturday night to play for his town, so he refuses to miss a KK Slider show.
All right. We're all going to forgive you this
time.
time.
It's a rough start to season 2, y'all. All right. Got the next one for you.
Okay.
Hooker's lips.
That is real.
Yeah?
That one is real.
Yeah,
I've heard of that one before.
It's a Psychotria lata.
And it looks like truly like Mama Hooker is coming for you.
Oh, it's such a bright red.
She red.
It's great.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a funny one. Okay. Tie-dye plant. Tie-dye plant.
That one sounds fake too, but it could also be just some flower. I'm gonna say it's fake.
Yay!
Okay, good. It's like some 60s person's plant. Like
yeah,
it's not.
yeah.
No. Okay.
It is fake.
Whew. All right. So the next one is a maiden suckle.
Maiden suckle. I'm gonna say that one's real. That sounds real. Is it maiden suckle? Yeah, maiden suckle.
That one is fake.
Oh, interesting.
Figured I could throw suckle on something and it'd sound real.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Abso-freaking-lutely. That's funny. Okay, I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 left. But I
only have one left.
Okay. I'll do this one. Pink Widow.
That sounds really cute too. Pink Widow. I'm gonna say that's fake.
Yay! Good job.
Oh, again, I was kind of hoping it was real.
It was a marketing ploy. Pink. Put pink in there, girl. You gonna sell that shit for $150.
You really do need to market some plants. That sounds so cute.
Girl, hit me up. Gabrielle Plants, hit me up. I got you.
Right? All right.
Okay.
So my last one is a bear head's tooth.
Bear head's tooth. I've never heard of that. Probably because it's bear. Wait, hold on.
Just some random plant I saw in Elder Scrolls, so it's like real, but not really. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna say fake.
It is actually a type of mushroom.
Oh, interesting. Love that.
I know, right? There's so many weird plants out there.
So many. That's weird. Well, and a lot of these too, like a lot of them, like when they're named like these weird common names, it's because they resemble the thing. So I wonder if I have to look it up and see if that one actually resembles like a bear head's tooth. That's so weird.
I know.
Okay. Last one. I'll just end on this one. And this one's kind of a banger, quite literally. Stiff cock.
If it doesn't grow straight up, like stiff cock. Literally stiff cock. Like
stiff cock.
All right. I'm gonna say it's real. Why not?
Stop. It is.
It is?
Real. Yeah.
What is it?
Okay, hold on.
I feel like that's not one that we can Google, so.
Diospyros crasinivis. Crashinivis. Yep. Yeah,
totally.
There you go. That was fun.
Yeah, that was fun. Those are much harder.
Yeah, totally. Well, you just have to like think about like what markets, and I think if you just kind of take that and like add your own flavor to it, like you can make anything sound real.
Right? Everybody should just go name their own plants. Let us know what you come up with.
100%. So funny. Oh my gosh. Well, that was a fun game.
Yeah, I like that.
I like that. Thanks for playing with me.
Heck yeah, we needed a little break.
Yeah, a little fun R&R game, something laid back. Cool. Well, that's our welcome back episode. Yay.
Yeah, it's a little all over the place, but we're honestly really excited for season 2. Even if, we can't smoke together for 420, we'll still have a lot of fun episodes for April, and we will still make sure to bring you episodes through May and June, similar to what we had, even if they're virtual. So
yes. So just hang with us during this time. And if you have any feedback, if you have suggestions for, other ways we can record through this, we are all ears. We are not ones to turn things down. So if you have a way of like recording better or platforms and apps, like we would love to hear your suggestions. Also, maybe it'd be kind of fun for people to suggest on our Instagram posts funny common plant names or trees.
Yeah, what are the weird plants you know about? I would love to hear them.
Yeah, comment on our post, what that will do. Love to hear that. Everybody, please stay safe during this time. Please be practicing social distancing. Can't stress it enough. We want to also thank everybody who is working as an essential worker and people who are working in the medical field during this time. We understand that this is a stressful time, and anything that you would need, if you know Jillian and I and you want to reach out, we would love to talk to you, and we just offer our support. And I know the world is on your side and offers their support as well. So if there's anything we can ever do, please reach out. We would love to, just be here for you. So we just want to say thank you to everybody who's working hard during this time.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Let us know.
Yeah, and please go follow us on our Instagram, 2 Girls, 1 Plant Podcast. You can also follow our personal socials on there as well. Check out our YouTube channel, Facebook, all the things. We'll link it in our show notes, as we always do. Jillian's really good about it.
Woot, woot.
She's the social queen, so.
Yeah, right. But I do spend way too much time on there, so come say hi to us.
Yes, please. Awesome. Well, thank you guys. We missed you, and we're so happy to be back. Stay safe, happy, and healthy, all right?
We'll talk to you next week.
All right. Bye.
Bye.